Tonight,
Feel the tension in the air here.
Geoff faces reality
It sounded to me like Geoff had to make a decision.
and Wayne sees red.
Come on! What do you got? Come on, big boy!
The game is turned upside down.
There now exists an extraordinary offer. The gift of a second chance.
And it affects everybody.
It's time to weigh in.
Today I'd received some news that was going to affect not only Geoff's time, but Wayne's time here at Camp Biggest Loser.
Hey, boys.
Yeah, Shannon, how are you, mate?
Geoff's returned after over a week in a hospital. He's been allowed to train, but he's under strict restrictions that cannot be broken.
How you feeling?
Oh, a lot better now. Yeah, it was pretty ordinary there for a couple of days and...
What from? What was...
Oh, I just had a bit of a shutdown with the body.
The prognosis was that I had low kidney function and also that my immune system was under attack from the rheumatoid arthritis. I knew at that stage then I was in a fair bit of trouble.
I mainly came here for him to lose the weight in the first place, but I've been concerned about his health. I know how bad his health is, and probably most people don't see how he struggles. I've watched him at night time. I've seen him, you know, waking up 6 or 7 times at night time. I've been extremely concerned for his health and well-being.
It really does stop you from performing, so...
How does that make you feel?
Oh, disappointed when it happens.
Yeah.
How long it'll take to get over it, I'm hoping I'm showing some improvement now.
He wanted to be here for Wayne to support him, but at the same time, he didn't want his health to suffer. It sounded to me like Geoff had to make a decision.
It was a bit of a shock this morning. We were told to go into the big gym.
I had no idea. A million thoughts were racing through my mind.
Michelle was there with us, which is not normally the case. We always know it can spell trouble for us.
Everyone started to get really nervous that this was going to be a secret elimination or something like that.
And then Shannon, the trainer, and Wayne and Geoff walked in, and we didn't know what to expect then.
Geoff's been sick for quite a while, so in my mind I was thinking, you know, maybe it's something to do with Geoff.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ali.
Well, I'm sure you're all wondering why we've called you here today. Shannon?
I think it would be a good idea if Geoff could tell you guys what's happened.
A couple of nights ago, I had to go and see the Biggest Loser medical doctor, and I sat down with him at length, and some results came back from my medical condition, which weren't very good at all. I now find I'm fighting a chronic disease, and although it's been very hard to handle, I've had to make some other decisions. If I was to continue on and things went wrong even further, I would jeopardise both of us, and I certainly don't want to do that to my best mate. And I have decided to take myself out of the competition. So I've made the decision, and I'd just like to say to everybody, I've learnt so much here.
Oh my God, you are amazing.
4, go, another one. 3.
But on top of that, to meet everybody here and to get to know you personally has been a wonderful thing.
When Geoff said that he had to make the choice to leave the show, I just felt so helpless for him, and I knew it would have been a really tough decision for him to make, and so my heart just went out to him.
And to Hayley, thank you very much for all your support.
You're going to make me cry.
I appreciate that. But the only thing I've got to do is I've got to leave Wayne now in your capable hands. It'll be very difficult. But he's the best mate you'd ever want to have, and you've seen his training skills. I put him there years ago, so...
I think Geoff made a brave choice to leave Wayne here and go home. he wants Wayne to, live a long life. And I think it's great that he's taken himself out of the game and left him here.
I think it's an amazing change that's taken place already in Geoff. It's made me realise that he's ready to go on the outside. And I think, mate, you're going to walk out of this place an absolute hero because you've paid the ultimate sacrifice for your mate and you couldn't ask for anything more.
What a man. What a team you all are, and I'm going to miss you like hell, I mean it.
We'll miss you too.
Thank you.
The best place for Geoff to continue his journey now is on the outside, with our support, without the pressure. But he'll be back to see us all at finale. Geoff, thanks, mate.
Thanks, sir.
It's time to leave Camp Biggest Loser. I have no doubt that with Geoff's restrictions and his failing health, that he's made the right decision today. I'm sure that if he had continued on in the competition, his health would have suffered, and I'm sure him and Wayne would have fallen below the yellow line.
It's sad to have to say goodbye to anybody, and especially Poppy. You're like, you just hope he continues when he gets home.
Take care of yourself, mate.
No worries, fellas. Thank you. Thanks, mate, from the bottom of my heart.
Got you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
As I said, it continues.
It continues.
Walk out of here with your chin up, mate, and stay proud. Stay proud, Dig.
Thank you. Oh, dear. Always leave the best to last.
Look after Vivi for me.
I definitely feel like I've changed since I've been part of The Biggest Loser. Many of the things I've learnt here, I will now take them into the outside world and I'll put them into place.
3 cheers for Geoff.
Contestants, Geoff's exit has massive implications for the rest of you.
I just started to think, wow, Alan and Romy, are about to get an opportunity to come back in the game.
Wayne, you are now officially in this competition on your own. But if you survive the next weigh-in, you won't be flying solo for long. Contestants, very soon one of you is going to take Geoff's place as Wayne's partner.
I was thinking they were going to just split us all up and scramble us around. I could be Dana's partner, Elise could be Wayne's. I had no idea what they were actually going to do.
There now exists an extraordinary offer, the gift of a second chance. This second chance will be offered to the next couple eliminated from the competition. One of them, and only one, will get to stay here at Camp Biggest Loser.
It's a good feeling to know that if you do get eliminated, you do have a shot to come back in. I'd quite happily be Wayne's partner and so would Rick, so that doesn't bother us.
It will be up to that couple to decide who will go and who will stay to be Wayne's new partner.
We came here as a couple to do this journey until we were meant to go home as a couple. So for anybody to have to make that decision, it's just going to be awful.
2 people have just been given a second chance. Wayne and one of you. But which one remains to be seen.
I guess I was a little bit shocked because it was something I wasn't expecting. It was certainly a bit of an added twist to this week's elimination.
Good luck to everyone, and I'll see you all at the weigh-in.
This is last chance training.
Coming up, the last chance for one couple to train together.
If I had to go home and leave Elise here, it'd be really tough.
Who will join Wayne's world?
Come on, big boy.
Geoff had just left Camp Biggest Loser and Hayley had said that the next couple eliminated, one of them will get to stay and be Wayne's partner. I think everyone was feeling really vulnerable and concerned about falling below the yellow line and thinking about who would stay out of the couple. It's such a huge decision to make.
It is a big call for someone to put their hand up and say they'll go home and the other one's going to stay.
Exactly. Like, I know for me personally, I think that would be the hardest thing. Like, you know, I'd be happy to be Wayne's partner, but it'd be the hardest thing to send Elise home or me go home without her, and that's the toughest thing, I think.
If I had to go home and leave Elise here, it'd be really tough because whilst I believe she could do it and I believe she would give it her all, it's not the same without having your partner here with you to talk through things, to get that reassurance.
It'll certainly test the friendship of the couple. Who's going to decide who's going to stay? They could really sort out things.
Oh, wow. Feel the tension in the air here. This is big. Since the question arose of who will Wayne's partner be, I've questioned whether would it be better for Shannan to be with Wayne? Wayne, with the amount of weight that he's dropping, would give Shannan a better percentage in the weigh-in.
I've got to get over the yellow line first myself, you know? I've had a few good weeks too. I think everyone's due for a bad week. I mean, it could be some surprise who falls on that yellow line this week. I really appreciate the opportunity that I can stay here. I mean, that's probably the bonus. If I can survive myself and stay above the yellow line.
Hey guys, how you going? It's a big shock for everybody and there's a lot of changes, but we can't do anything about it. The only thing you can guarantee is you're going to stay above the yellow line.
The one thing I know that's always helped me get through tough stuff is training. So let's train.
You guys ready? Yeah. It's last chance training, the last chance we get of the week to shed those excess calories out of your body and make you as light as you can be.
With Geoff leaving, the wind had been taken out of my sails. I just didn't feel like going up there and copping this last chance training.
Last chance training is where you make it happen. No one is going home. No team is being broken up. Are we staying above the yellow line? Yeah. All right, let's go. The added pressure that these contestants are feeling is the possibility of being split up. If they go under the yellow line, one person goes home and one person stays. And that has got to be taken into this training session. A reminder of how badly we have to stay together, train hard and stay above that yellow line. Yes, you're sore. Yes, you're tired. Yes, I'm a cow for making you work harder, but you know what? You guys can do it. You can absolutely do this. Every single one of you can be amazing. Ask yourself, what have I got left? David is injured and has quite a few restrictions on him. He's in a fair amount of pain and he can't always do what everyone else is doing. On top of that, today, it's Dave's daughter's birthday. So he's, you know, feeling extra homesick. Good man. Good man. How old did your daughter turn today?
5.
She turned 5.
It's one of those things that, you know, your daughter only turns 5 once. I was just finding it hard not being there.
Every day you're in here means you're going to be around for another birthday.
Yeah, I know, that's what keeps me going.
She needs you in here. It's all good, mate. It's all good. You're doing great.
Thanks, Michelle.
You're doing great. I'm happy to be your daughter for now.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Whilst it was hard today, it is about refocusing and knowing why you're here and what you're doing it for. So I was able to pick myself up and keep training.
You're gonna come out fighting, you're gonna go home like a pussy. Come on, come out fighting. Fight for it.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Keep going. Dave's not there yet. Come on, you got 2 more left in the tank. 2 more, 2 more, 2 more.
Time.
Done. Yeah.
All right, boys, let's go. Minute, clean and press. Geoff leaving has had an incredibly unsettling effect on my training group. But I needed them to turn that negativity around. I needed them to turn it into a positive. Last chance training is the ultimate platform to do that on. Little dip and go. I want you to focus. Turn that energy around. I can feel it, mate. Negativity's just eating out of you. 30 seconds, get that self-belief back. You think of all the reasons you're here. From the moment Wayne started training, I could see that his head wasn't here. He was gone. Come on. You gotta believe it. Go. 4, 3, 2. Okay, drop them down.
I wasn't in a good frame. I didn't feel like training, and I'm feeling a little bit down with Geoff going. It's affected me a little bit more than I thought it would. I was in a real poor state, to be quite honest. Geoff's been a big part of my life for a long period of time. We're talking nearly 35 years of history. I've spent the last few weeks with him and emotionally going through the illness, and to see him bang, gone, see you later, was a bit emotional for me.
Good work. Good work. Nothing's going to hurt you. If you put your mind back, you're unstoppable. You mate, if you go back to that thing, no, get it up. Get it up. Don't you dare go back there.
Chucking in a towel just came through my mind. It was like that when the going gets tough, sometimes the tough get going, or sometimes you just chuck the towel in.
Get it together. Pick that bar up and go. Wayne, head on. You do not want to let your family down like this. You do not want to let yourself down and go out this way. You've been so brave the whole time. So brave. Come on. Up. Up. Drop that bar. It's disgusting. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. I wanted Wayne to get his frustration out, for him to focus all that negativity and turn it into a positive. And there was only one way to do it. Totally and utterly exhaust him. Run. Let it out. Get rid of the victim mentality. Let it out, I said. Come on. What do you got? Come on, big boy. What do you got?
I'd lost focus on the reason why I was here, and I'd allowed the Geoff departure to take over for the real reason why I was here. I want to lose away from my wife and my children, and you know, it was a matter of refocusing and getting back on that track.
Come on! Again!
I hit him with everything I possibly could. I tried to knock him over.
That's better! That's better! Last one! I needed him to prove that his head was back in my training group where I needed it to be. Right. Now we're talking. Welcome back. Let it out. Let it go. Get that self-belief back. You can do it. You can do it. Wayne had definitely swung that negativity around. At last, he was standing there as a man who believed he needed to be here. Mate, you might have lost your dad, you might have lost him, but you're never going to lose me, I'll tell you that. I'm here, mate. And this is the tough stuff that we're going to get through together, all right? I'll never leave you, ever.
Shannon's made quite clear to me that he won't leave me, and he says, I'm with you to the end of this. I feel really, really comfortable with him because he knows exactly when to push me to a little bit higher. He knows exactly when to let go when I can't go anymore.
Okay, off!
I couldn't ask for a better trainer.
Oh, yeah!
Coming up.
Welcome to today's weigh-in.
Lots of couples have had such good numbers the first 2 weeks. Is this going to be the week where they're going to drop to the bottom?
Walking into the weigh-in room, it's always a bit scary. You sort of know that it's going to be a battle with the yellow line.
Lots of couples have had such good numbers the first 2 weeks. Is this going to be the week where they're going to drop to the bottom?
There's a huge amount of pressure to get a good result this week, more so than any other week.
We knew that if we were below the yellow line, potentially one of us would have to go home and one would get to stay, so it was even more daunting.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Hayley.
Welcome to today's weigh-in. This is a day that you've worked towards all week, and the moment of truth has arrived. Dana and Caitlin, you have immunity, which means you are safe for another week.
Even though Dana and I have immunity and we're safe, I still want to get a good result. I'm here to lose weight.
Wayne, for the second week in a row, you'll face the scales alone. Once again, your individual weight loss will go up against the other couples. You pulled a great result last week and survived, but can you do it again?
I'm extremely nervous about weigh-in. I don't know whether I've done as much as I've done in previous weeks. This week being that third week, I'm a little bit concerned that I may not make the yellow line.
Wayne, should you survive today's weigh-in, you will gain a new partner. And it will be a member from the couple that's next eliminated. But the only way to avoid facing this dilemma is to stay above the yellow line.
Being above the yellow line is all that matters. You know, that is what guarantees you another week.
Contestants, it's time to weigh in. The first couple to weigh in today will be Dana and Caitlin.
I was happy that Caitlin and I were called up first onto the scales just to get it over and done with and see how much weight I had lost. Walking up, I knew that I'd worked out as much as I could and I had no regrets, so I was looking forward to a good number.
Caitlin, your previous weight was 158.6 kilos. Dana, you weighed 92.8 kilos. Your current weight is...
I'm under 90.
Together, you've lost a total of 8.8 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 3.5%. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Dana, 3.7 kilo loss. How are you feeling?
I haven't been under 90 for probably since I was in year 10 or when I was 16, so it's such a great feeling to be under 90 and in the 80s.
Dana, this week at Temptation, you ate over 4,000 calories. Why do you think you went to such lengths to win immunity?
I just felt so desperate to keep Caitlin here as long as possible because she's got so much weight to lose still, and I just don't want her going home feeling like she hasn't achieved anything here. And I wasn't tempted by the food, I was tempted by having immunity and staying here another week.
I'd do the same thing for her, so... I was definitely happy with Dana taking Temptation, but I was just hoping that we could stay above the yellow line even if we do have immunity.
If you are going to take Temptation, you need to be dedicated to working it off in order to make immunity worthwhile. And I feel like I did do that, and I was committed to working it off no matter how much I ate.
In the 80s.
Next couple to hop up onto the scales, Phil and David.
I really feel that I've put in again this week with my exercise. I'm hoping to again have lost around about the 6 kilo mark.
A little bit nervous, but still quietly confident that I've done enough to help the team keep above the yellow line.
Phil, last week you weighed 129.3 kilos. David, you weighed 141.5 kilos. Your current weight is...
Good. It's good. It's good, big fella.
Phil and David, together, you've lost a total of 13.5 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 4.99%. Well done, guys. That's a great result. How do you feel?
As you know, we've been through a pretty tough week here. We got a midnight raid and ambush from the commando.
Get your ass back in the line.
And then having our Geoff have to go home because of medical reasons was pretty tough. So I think in times like these, Hayley, it might be time for a bit of a song, you know?
Are you going to sing?
Yeah, just a little song.
I was joking, but please go on.
You know, I'd like to dedicate this to all our wives and loved ones at home. Righto.
Go for it.
Baby, baby, baby,
baby,
baby. You've lost that love and feeling. Whoa, that love and feeling. You've lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just felt it was a good time to throw in a song and try and cheer everyone up, and it just worked out perfect.
I was extremely happy for Phil and Dave this week because they try so hard, and to see the results on the scales, brilliant.
Next couple to face the scales, Rick and Joe.
Me and Rick are very competitive between each other. We've always been like that. I had to get him. He's got me last 2 weigh-ins, and I thought, hopefully I can beat Rick.
Rick, last week you weighed 149.6 kilos. Joe, you weighed 161.2 kilos. Your current weight is?
I'm pretty sure I'll probably see about a 6 or a 6.5, and Joe's going to get about the same as me, I think.
I looked over and looked at Rick's scales, and his was 6'7". It was me 1 week I could near beat him, and I had to come exact same as him.
Rick and Joe together, you've lost a total of 13.4 kilos.
Good.
That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 4.31% and moves you into second place. Joe, how do you feel about losing exactly the same amount of weight as your brother?
Shattered, Hayley. This was me week. This was me week to get him. And I come close. I don't think you get any closer.
I hope Joe will beat Rick eventually. I know that he works really hard every week to even get that 0.1 up on Rick, and I think that that competitive nature is really good within their couple and also within our training group because it motivates everyone to do as best as they can.
Next couple to weigh in, Lisa and Jana.
Yay. I have no regrets this week. My diet's been perfect and I've given everything in training sessions.
Lisa, last week you weighed 108.4 kilos. Jana, you weighed 106.9 kilos. Your current weight is?
Last week I got 3.4 and I wanted at least that this week.
Lisa, last week you weighed 108.4 kilos. Jana, you weighed 106.9 kilos. Your current weight is?
Last week I got 3.4 and I wanted at least that this week.
Lisa and Jana, together you've lost a total of 7.7 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 3.58% and it moves you into third place. Well done, girls. Jana, 3.6 kilos. You must be feeling great about that.
I wanted at least the 3.4 that I got last week, so really happy with 3.6.
How do you think your mum would feel knowing how much weight you've lost so far?
She'd be wrapped. My dad would be doing cartwheels, if he actually could. Yeah, they'd be really proud of me. The letter that I got from Mum and Dad this week said that, that there was nothing that I could do that would ever, you know, not make them proud of me. And I know that. You know, I've had a really successful and happy life and I know that they're proud. But that's your job as a child, is to do everything you can for your parents to be proud of you. And that's really important.
When I walk out of Camp Biggest Loser, I want to walk out with a smile on my face. I want to know that I worked hard and that I've made myself proud and that I've made my friends and family proud.
Next to weigh in will be Wayne. Wayne, this is the second week in a row that you'll be weighing in alone. You pulled a big number last week. Do you think you can do it again?
I certainly haven't put the kilometres in that I did last week. It's just going to be a matter of whether it's my week to lose a big number or maybe my week to be underneath. I laid the red shirt down on Geoff's side because I just felt a bit of a tribute to him that this is the first time he wasn't going to be there with me.
Wayne, your previous weight was 139.5 kilos. Your current weight is? 130.3 kilos. That's a loss of 9.2 kilos. Wayne, that's a total weight loss percentage of 6.59% and it puts you into first place. Great job.
It was just a great result. I've never felt that way before. I knew I was well on top, and yeah, I was looking forward to seeing where I was going to finish.
Geoff made a huge sacrifice for you. He's a good mate, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a real good old mate, and if he could watch this now, mate, he'd be through the roof. I mean, you know, I'm just ecstatic for the number. I'm just over the moon. I couldn't be any happier. Going into this competition with a new partner, it's going to be a bit different, but I'll just take it as it is and take it every day as a bonus and see how the results go.
Well done. Good job.
Knowing Caitlin and Dana had immunity and that we were just above their percentage just made me feel sick. That potentially meant that, you know, it was so close for us to be below that yellow line.
If we went under the yellow line, one would stay and one would go. For me, it's a no-brainer that Lise stays and that I go.
Next to weigh in, Elise and Tennille.
Elise and I have both worked our hardest we've worked since we've been here, but you just never know. I haven't felt the changes, Elise hasn't felt the changes, so we're really nervous to see what kind of results we'd get, and we really didn't want to be below that yellow line and have to decide who would stay and who would go.
Elise, last week you weighed 93 kilos. Tennille, you weighed 84.6 kilos. Your current weight is... Elise and Tennille, together you've lost a total of 6.4 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 3.60% and moves you into 4th place. Congratulations, girls. Elise, 2.9 kilos. How do you feel?
It's a loss, but to be honest, this week, I think I've worked harder than any other week, but mentally, I just haven't been there this week.
Why has it been so hard for you this week?
I always compare myself to others, and people tried on clothes the other day, and they're also like, like I've lost a lot of weight while being here, but like, you know, I just can't see it yet, and so, you know, I just want some sort of positive feedback for myself, and I haven't got it yet, so.
When I look in the mirror and see myself, it doesn't reflect the young person that I am. I sort of feel like I've aged before my time. You know, don't look after myself, and being so caring towards others, I sort of am angry at myself that I'm not caring towards myself.
Elise, the reality is you've lost over 14 kilos. That's an amazing result.
I can definitely see the changes in Elise. I think she's too harsh on herself. Eventually, she will be able to look in that mirror and see something that she likes. And when she does, I think she'll be a lot happier.
It's time to weigh in, Jenny and Phoebe. To stay above the yellow line and guarantee yourselves another week in the competition, you need to lose at least 8 kilos.
I'm most worried this week about falling below the line, just because it's potentially leaving your partner behind to stay on, or leaving them here to go home by yourself. And neither of those options are very attractive.
Phoebe, last week you weighed 104.6 kilos. Jenny, you weighed 117 kilos. Your current weight is... Jenny and Phoebe, to stay above the yellow line and guarantee yourselves another week in the competition, you need to lose at least 8 kilos.
I had no doubt in my mind that Jenny and Phoebe could lose the 8 kilos required, which would put Lisa and I below the yellow line.
Phoebe, last week you weighed 104.6 kilos. Jenny, you weighed 117 kilos. Your current weight is... Phoebe and Jenny, together, you've lost a total of 7.1 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 3.20%. You are now below the yellow line and will be facing elimination. Phoebe, 3.4 kilos. What's going through your mind?
I'm happy with 3.4. I want to be able to feel as good as the people who can do it every week and get above the line.
Are you ready to go home yet?
I just feel really unfinished. Like, not complete yet.
I want to stay another week. Just to better myself. I just want to be above that line.
If it comes down to it, how hard will the decision be to decide who goes home?
It's going to be a really hard decision.
I came here with Jenny and she's the one that's been supportive of me through this whole experience. So, you know, I don't even know if I could do it alone.
There's just one more couple left to weigh in, Chris and Shannan. Chris and Shannan, as you know, Caitlin and Dana have immunity. So you have to beat Lisa and Jana to guarantee yourselves another week in the competition. And to do that, you need to lose at least 11.2 kilos.
When Shannan and Chris had to lose 11.2 kilos to push us under, convinced they could do it. Shannan has worked super hard this week, as has Chris.
I was feeling pretty nervous but confident. I was just excited to get on the scales and show everyone how much my hard work has paid off. We needed to lose 11.2 kilos and I thought we had it.
Chris, last week you weighed 116.6 kilos. Shannan, you weighed 193.7 kilos. Your current weight is...
I did the sums and realised we missed it by that much. We're below the yellow line.
Chris and Shannan, together, you've lost a total of 10.8 kilos.
Oh.
That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 3.48%. You are now below the yellow line and will be facing elimination alongside Phoebe and Jenny.
It's our second week in a row under this yellow line. Now it's going to be up to everybody else whether they vote for myself and Chris or Jenny and Phoebe, and then it's going to be up to us whether or not I go or Chris goes.
Shannan and Chris, if you're to be eliminated, you face a very tough decision on who stays and becomes Wayne's new partner and who goes home.
It just annoys me that people assume that I'm going to be the person that stays here. You know, yeah, I need to lose weight. So does Chris. He deserves to be here just as much as I do.
The whole reason we started this journey was to make sure he lost that. If I had the option to leave so he would stay, it's not an option. Take it in a heartbeat. So guys, what I'm pretty much is saying, please don't hesitate to vote me out. So guys, what I'm pretty much is saying, please don't hesitate to vote me out. I think my time is up.
Chris was just being honest. He was doing what he felt he had to do. You know, that's not something that we'd spoken about and said, you know, this is our tactic, get up there and try and make sure that everyone votes you out and I get to go with Wayne because it's going to be better for me. But I'm not happy with that.
You never know where Chris is coming from, whether he's just, you know, being the martyr. I could see Shannan wasn't impressed with him saying that because I don't think they've discussed it. I think they're a bit like me and Jana and had said, let's cross the bridge when we get to it.
Contestants, it's been a massive week and you all continue to shed the weight at an incredible rate. But Wayne, you took the couples on single-handedly and you blitzed the field.
Sounds good.
With an amazing 9.2 kilogram loss, you are this week's biggest loser.
Thanks, Alice.
Congratulations.
Number 1 for the week. It's bragging rights for a week. It's a good feeling.
I think Wayne can be beaten in this game. He's losing weight very quickly. If he gets to around 110, 100 kilos, he's going to slow up very, 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 very quickly, and he won't be able to lose any more weight.
Shannan and Chris, Phoebe and Jenny, you now find yourselves below the yellow line and up for elimination. But for this week, and this week only, there is one consolation. While the group decides which couple will be eliminated, it will be up to the eliminated couple to decide who stays and who goes.
If we get eliminated, I know Phoebe doesn't want to go. She doesn't feel like she's ready to go, but it's not a terrible thing for her to be here by herself.
You've all got a lot to think about, so good luck, and I'll see you all at elimination.
Thanks, Ali.
It is a really difficult elimination because you have to think about who to give that second chance to.
It wasn't about who was going to go, which is generally what your elimination's about, but it became a decision in who really was going to get partnered with Wayne.
People came here as partners, so it's going to be really difficult this week to split up a couple.
If you're sending a couple home, you hope that they're going to both have the strength to keep each other going. Whereas when you're sending one home, are they going to have that strength?
Now that I've landed and heading home, I'm excited now to see the family. You know, you'll be away for a few weeks, you miss them like mad.
There we go.
Geoff, you weigh 161.6 kilos.
So far, since the day I started, I've lost 22 kilos. I'm going to put all the skills that I've learned in place so that when I go back to finale, I can say to everyone, this works outside too. And I think that's very important.
Take that journey.
Come again.